I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight and sharing this special night. I'm father of the bride, husband to Jeannie, and most importantly, grandfather to Sadie.
My heart's beating a million miles an hour, spent my days dreaming.
Megan has always known exactly what she wanted and how to get it. We grew up side by side, begging our parents for sleepovers whenever we could, performing dances in her bedroom, and living all of the mundane parts of childhood happily together.
Megan, your Aunt Julie tells a story about you when you were a toddler. She was watching you one night, and she watched you dismantle a flashlight. Not unusual, but what was unusual is that after you took it apart, you put it back together again.
From a very early age, Bryan was very athletic, and he loved to play every sport. I remember him dribbling a basketball through Costco when he was only like 2 or 3 years old. He had such hand-eye coordination, it was unbelievable.
I met Bryan in the late 80s, 1989 to be exact. Apparently I was really excited to see him and he didn't feel the same way. From a really young age, I knew Bryan was destined for great things. He was a big Lego guy. He liked figuring out Legos, kind of like a puzzle. He put it all together. He had that kind of mindset.
Megan, I don't know if you remember when I walked you home at the first time I met you. And I told Megan, I said, I love Bryan to death. And this is before I really knew they were seriously dating. And she says, I love him to death.
Suit and tie, dressed in white, I'll love you for the rest of my life.
Awesome. You look awesome.
Megan had come into Bryan's life and has changed his world for the better, bringing out his best qualities. Megan, we absolutely love you. You are a total sweetheart.
Megan, the medical doctor from literally day one. From the flashlight assembly and choosing science projects over the joy of an indoor chlorinated swimming pool, to becoming a well-respected eye surgeon who I deeply admire, and of course her most recent feat, Bryan Scott. These two are the definition of a power couple right here. I mean, look at them. Hello.
I wasn't given any ground rules, but Father just said that laughter was the best form to start your marriage, so here we go. Something you may not know about Bryan and Megan is that they really do enjoy doing puzzles.
I build my love like a castle in the sun. No one comes down.
Time Magazine recently published an article saying how people who do puzzles have a couple characteristics in mind, and they are deeply curious, solution-oriented, have a high level of grit, and are good at understanding other people's perspectives. And that's something that Bryan and Megan really embody.
And I find it quite ironic to be standing up here tonight at Megan's wedding, because once upon a time, I vowed to myself that Megan would not, under any circumstances, be invited to my own wedding someday. You see, when we were kids, we would get our hands on Megan's mom, my Aunt Jeannie's camcorder, and create some rather embarrassing short films. Threats started emerging from my cousin Megan that one day these videos will be featured at your wedding. So what was a child to do but to vow that Megan would never be invited to my wedding? But in all honesty, if I had to choose one person to attend any big life event in my life, it would be Megan.
The great effort it went into planning this event is clear, but I must commend Bryan's contribution to this. Okay? Is a smart fiancé husband-to-be who moves away 1,000 miles when a wedding is being planned. It takes even a smarter husband-to-be after that 1 year to move 1,000 miles in the other direction. Well done.
The journey of marriage is a lot like a puzzle. It requires patience, careful consideration, and sometimes a little trial and error. Just like how you meticulously piece together your patient back together from a surgery, you'll now work together to assemble a lifetime of happiness.
When we met for dinner a few years ago, we learned a lot about Bryan and Megan at that time, and especially Bryan at that time. And what I learned was a couple of things. One is I learned that they are very similar in many aspects. Excellent students, both valedictorians of their high schools, varsity athletes, and committed to medicine at an early age. Bryan is very committed to medicine. It takes a lot for somebody to do medical school, residency, fellowship number 1, and fellowship number 2. All right? Not many people have that behind them. Thank you.
What a wonderful day for a wedding. Bright and sunny outside, warm with love inside here. Megan and Bryan are so happy to have you here. As their friends, as their families, you're the ones who've taught them how to be friends, how to be in a relationship, how to fall in love, how to be a husband, a wife, and a friend. They are so joyful that you're sharing this day with them. They could not have thought of doing it without you. Wherever there is love, God is present. That God is love. Look here. The face of God. This is what God looks like. Two people giving themselves totally to each other in the name of love.
Let your love be sincere. Loathe what is evil and hold fast to what is good.
How can I love when
They first met at medical school interviews. They re-met during the revisit at the school. They had more time to pay attention. They became friends, started hanging out. That friendship deepened. They fell in love. Here they are today.
I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for
These two people, like any two people, like any couple, because they're unique individuals, they are different from each other. But in all their differences, they really balance each other out. They smooth each other's rough edges. They make each other better individuals, and so a better couple.
she is. I will be brave. I will not let any.
Megan is a planner. She's very organized. They value relationships with their families, and they feel very blessed to have those families. They love exploring new places, new restaurants. They love the great outdoors. They're both crazy about Sadie. Bryan, Megan tells me that when she has to make a decision, you make it easy. You build her up when she's in doubt, and you truly celebrate her when she achieves something. You make her a better her, and she loves who she's becoming with you at her side. Megan, Bryan says that you're the most compassionate person he knows, with a huge heart that always makes you put others first. And he's grateful you've made a place for him in that heart. He says you're incredibly hardworking and so very, very smart. And he appreciates how you intellectually challenge him. You are his best friend. You are the one he seeks first when good or bad things happen. And together, he knows the two of you will achieve everything you set your minds to.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. It is not pompous. It is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. It is not quick-tempered. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. The word of the Lord.
May it be a long, adventure-filled, inspiring married life. Now let's formalize, legalize, and sanctify this incredible relationship. Megan and Bryan, have you come here freely, without reservation, to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
Yes.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives?
Yes.
I never knew what I needed.
I, Bryan, take you, Megan,
To be my wife.
to be my wife.
I, Megan, take you, Bryan,
To be my husband.
to be my husband,
I promise to be true to you,
In good times and in bad.
in good times and in bad.
in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
Life without you, I can't imagine.
You have declared your consent before God in this community. May the Lord increase your consent and fill you both with his blessings. That what has been joined together this day, let no one ever separate.
My life without you.
Megan, take this ring
Bryan, take this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity in the name of the Father,
And of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit.
Knew what I needed until I felt your hand holding mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure, my great honor to affirm that they're married. They're husband and wife. Mr. and Mrs. Scott. Megan, you can kiss your husband.
Imagine one night without you. If something happened, don't know what I'd do. I can't imagine. I can't imagine my life without you. My life
Jeannie, at 38 years, I made a great choice to marry you. I know that Megan and Bryan have made that same choice today.
If something happened, don't know what I would do. I can't imagine, I can't imagine my life without you. My life without you. I can't imagine, I can't imagine my life without you.
Megan, doesn't she look stunning tonight? We all know that Bryan didn't plan any of this, so let's give it up for Megan for the party.
In my mind, I'm running round a cold and empty space. Just put your arms around me.
But in all seriousness, knowing how my brother strives for perfection ever since childhood, it's no wonder why he fell for you. You embody perfection. You're smart, kind, thoughtful, caring. We see how important family is, and we're just so glad that you're part of the family.
Darling, hold my hand. Oh, won't you hold my hand?
I'd like to thank the mother and the father of the groom, Kim and Dave. You have both done a wonderful job raising your child. All right.
There's no denying. I'm ready for this. You stop me falling. I'm ready for this. I need you holding. I'm ready for this. So darling, hold my hand.
They've spent most of their relationship in different parts of the country, juggling med school and beyond, flying back and forth as much as possible to see each other. The fact that you guys have walked out of this chapter in your lives into like a stronger than ever couple is just so inspiring, and it's a testament to your love. And Bryan, I'm just so happy that you have made my almost favorite Silas so happy.
Got me and you're never gonna leave.
We couldn't have been blessed with this hot, hot day, and a toast to a sizzling hot marriage from this day forward for Bryan and Megan forever and ever.
Darling, hold my hand. Oh, won't you hold my hand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk on my own anymore. Won't you understand?
And we wish for you and Bryan all the love, happiness, and blessings in the world. So let's raise our glasses for a toast to the newlyweds.
You stop me falling. I'm ready for this. I need you holding. I'm ready for this. So darling, hold my hand. Don't worry.
As you embark on this new chapter of your lives as husband and wife, remember that love, like a puzzle, may have its moments of complexity, but it's those very moments that make the finished product all the more beautiful and rewarding. So let's raise our glass for Bryan and Megan. May your journey be a puzzle worth solving, one piece at a time.
Darling, hold my hand. Cause I don't wanna walk on my own anymore. Won't you understand?
Diftor he smusma. Live long and prosper.
You stop